Good morning.
Good morning.
Todd said
Well,
we have to be very quiet.
Very, very quiet. Hunting rabbit.
we can't be too
Wascally.
quiet or nobody will hear us.
Wascally Wabbit.
Or
I wouldn't be a very good hunter, I'll tell you that right now.
have you been drinking today, Todd?
Oh,
You get the holiday cheer a little too soon.
you have to be quiet because other people in this house are still asleep.
Oh,
We don't want to wake them. Then they're grumpy when they get woke up. So be
Oh my
very, very
goodness.
quiet.
better turn your volume down.
How's everybody doing this morning?
Good.
That's good. Oh, I'm tired.
Good morning, Hank. Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Great Lakes. Good morning, Sassy.
Man,
Good
look at
morning,
you
everybody.
Be
giving
quiet
all
in
the shout outs.
be quiet in the side chat. You don't want to wake the other people in my house up.
First, Sassy says first day of Christmas break. Yes.
Shh. Be very, very quiet. They need their rest.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Oh my goodness.
I remember one time we used to live with my mother-in-law, and if you were sleeping longer than her, when she'd get up, she would bang pots and pans. She would bang cupboard doors. I mean, she never was that loud unless somebody in the house was sleeping.
Wow.
Yeah, you're
How did
lazy
you
if you
know
left.
if you weren't there to hear it?
Huh?
How do you know she wasn't loud the other times if you weren't there to hear it?
Well, no, if you were awake, she wasn't that loud. But if you were sleeping,
Right.
she
Is
would
that
get
like if
very
a
loud.
tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it? Does it make a
Yeah.
sound?
And she was one of those people that if you slept longer than her, you must be lazy.
Well, of course.
Wow.
The mistress of the house knows best.
Oh my gosh.
It will govern your entire existence.
Look at you, Hank. You just going to town. She says she already did some listing and some
Oh,
store housekeeping. She's getting
nice.
it done today.
Oh,
And
That's
you
awesome.
won't you won't believe it. I'm getting so darned organized with my new shelves. Ooh, ooh, ooh,
Wow.
ooh, ooh.
Morning, Mario.
It's only about a third done, but it looks so much better.
yeah.
Well,
The more you get done, the better it looks, huh?
Yeah.
What a satisfaction it is to have
You
that.
can't believe all the stuff I'm finding from pics I did 2 years ago.
Oh, wow. Sounds like you need another list or ditch it.
I think you might
Yeah,
after this one.
there are 5 lawn and leaf bags out by the curb for the trash pickup,
Oh boy,
Wow.
full of old
house, huh?
stuff.
Man, you have been busy, huh?
I bet your wife is proud of you, huh?
Eh, she, she kept coming in with suggestions on where to put the shelf and how to put it, and what to put on it, and put all the like items together. And yeah,
Yeah. She's just trying to help.
Well, wives usually know. So,
oh yeah, I did not
you know,
have a
Dave,
plan for my life until her.
anybody
That's a
who's a
good
Dave
thing.
Ramsey follower would know that you have to listen to your wife.
Absolutely.
Because
I
I don't know
didn't
how
say I
women
was
know what they
organized.
do.
It's just picked up. Hank, sorry, sorry to interrupt. I'll be quiet now.
Hmm. Yep, getting organized and staying that way helps every aspect. Let's try it. Me, on the other hand, I am not organized. I have a MIA shirt I gotta go dig for here soon.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't know where it's at. I suppose I'll find it one way or the other. There you go. Who was that?
That was Todd.
Shh, cha-ching, be quiet.
Yeah,
Cha-ching,
be
be quiet.
quiet.
I just sold a laser maze game.
Nice.
Everybody in the chat is saying, get it.
Get it,
That's
get
right.
it, get it, get it. Guitars in the jungle band.
Stephen, why don't you know what day it is?
Oh, shoot.
Hank says, take us with you and we can give you a bunch of extra sets of eyes to find it. Yeah, it's bright orange shirt. Yep. Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna
the
have to
green
go.
jacket is in my husband's truck, and I have my brother-in-law bringing me a pack of smokes, and it snowed last night, so the driveway's not plowed. That means I'm gonna have to walk down to the driveway in my sweatshirt.
Uh-oh. Well,
That sucks.
you'll be all right.
I would normally plow the snow, but my four-wheeler is in town. It's not here, so I had no
Wow.
plow.
You have no plow to plow with.
I have no plow.
Oh. Yeah, so I gotta go do that. It was probably just me, and I was probably flipping out over it, so I just need to go back and carefully look through the tubs and
Well, bright orange shirt, you think you'd see that. You'd think it would stand
I
out.
know. That's what I was doing, and I was looking through the tubs, and I'd see orange and I'd grab it, and it wasn't that. And I did that like 5 times. I was like, are you kidding me? I have this many orange shirts?
Wow.
Everything I pulled out, it wasn't that. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll go through it again. I only went through the boxes once, so it's always there the next time you look, so it should be fine. I should be able to find it. That's what I got going on. There it is behind you. I don't see nothing.
Wouldn't that be awesome?
I know, huh? Double check it wasn't a relisting. Had that happen this week. Yeah. I know, Hank, I have a variety of um totes, so, and some of them are clear, but most of them are not.
Oh man, I have so many different kinds of totes from storage units.
I would love to be able to make them all clear and just buy like a whole big box of them, big bulk of clear totes, all the same sizes, but Hank says, I'm over here ready to hunt for this shirt for you, and I'm nowhere near. I'm peeking behind you like it's going to be chilling on the couch.
Hank's on a mission. It's like the Holy Grail. Oh, sure.
Yeah,
Makes me
they
wish
are.
I lived closer to Hank.
Yeah,
First of all, I'd be warm right now.
yeah, absolutely.
Second of all, she could come over and help me get organized.
There you go.
I'd make
But
her lasagna or something.
there you go. That sounds good.
I usually
But
gets my nephews here to help me.
yeah. Hank says I finally bit the bullet and got a bunch more of the same ones. We're phasing out the other bins for my purposes and are using the other bins and totes out in his shop. Got a lot done there too yesterday. That's great. That's a great idea. Um, she said Christmas is supposed to be 80 there.
That just doesn't even seem right.
Yeah.
You know, one year we had brown Christmas. It wasn't there was no snow on the ground. And you know, that year I just could not get in the Christmas spirit. It just, yeah, Christmas came and it was like blah. You know, there was no
Yeah.
snow. It just didn't feel like Christmas, you know. I was wearing shorts and a t-shirt on Thanksgiving that year. It was just weird.
Crazy.
Yeah, there wasn't even like a snowbank or anything. I mean, it was a crazy year.
I have a funny feeling that's the way it's going to be here. I mean, they're saying that, there is a possibility that we might have some snow coming, but I also think that the ground is too warm still yet.
Hmm.
So, but they are calling for drizzle. I guess there's a cold front coming in, so they're calling for drizzle today. So we'll see what happens. I'm not holding my breath or anything, so. But on the shirt, I got it out because somebody asked for measurements. So sometimes, it doesn't get put back in the right box. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping that I'm just hoping I can find it. Should be able to find it.
You know, when you're gonna buy a Christmas gift for somebody, you probably shouldn't use a shared Amazon account. I think I just saw my Christmas present.
Oh.
All of a sudden, I get an email. It's like, "Oh, your wireless Bluetooth headphones have been shipped." I'm like, "Uh huh." That's what I asked for.
Whoops.
And my husband probably thought he was being sneaky by having my daughter order it. You know.
Mr. Sadie, you are adorable. Thank you. Says thank you
Yes.
for all the shows, the hard work, inspirations this past year. I know it's not over yet, but I wanted to say you're awesome. You're an awesome friend, and I appreciate you and what you do to inspire people. You're very welcome.
Well, that's
That's
nice.
very special.
That's very nice.
Um, Karen's at the beach says we in New York have been getting more snow than the Midwest, which is odd, but I'm not complaining. Yeah, I mean, we literally, there's no snow on the ground, and it's pretty odd for
Oh.
Kansas. I mean, we haven't had no snow, and it's already almost January. I don't
I
know.
miss I miss when I was a kid. Just the whole magic of Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Did I already say this
I
once?
don't think so.
It just everything was magical when I was a kid. the religious part of it, the Santa Claus part, everything, and the snow, and it just was all just right, you know? I just miss that.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope I
that
gave
may
that.
be one of the reasons why you're, you know, kind of not in the Christmas spirit this year. You know, just
Yeah,
because things aren't, you know.
yeah. Well, that was the thing, you know. I mean, it just, even when my kids were little, it was, you know, I mean, I talked to my girls about it and they were like, yeah, I remember it being magical when we were kids too, you know, the whole magic of it all. And yeah, I just don't have that anymore because I don't have kids, I suppose,
Yeah,
or little kids.
it changes.
Hmm.
It definitely changes.
And I see my Christmas gifts getting ordered on Amazon.
Oh well.
At least I hope that's what my husband had her buy for me, because if she's buying them for me, because that's what my husband was going to buy for me for Christmas.
Uh, Good morning, Michelle.
I don't want to get like two of the same gifts and then somebody feel bad because they gave me the same gift as somebody else.
Yeah. Well, that just means that you'll always have a backup.
Exactly. That's all right.
I agree, Nikki. Things are so different without the little ones around. A
It is.
huge difference.
Hmm.
Really does. So,
I mean, I have little nephews and nieces, great nephews and nieces, but they're not involved with everything I do. I mean, yeah, we're all close,
right.
and I mean, we do a lot of stuff together, but I mean, you know, I think 2018, maybe I'm going to take more part in their lives so I can
I think
share in
that'd
their
be
magic.
great. Yeah.
I miss
Well,
having little kids around.
yeah. It's, I've been away from the kids, for close to 9 years. I'll go visit them and stuff, but I mean, as far as
Mhm.
being close to them, I've never been, um, close to the grandkids.
Yeah,
So, and that's to me, that's like the biggest thing is, for them to know me.
yeah,
They know me. They know I'm Nana and I'm in the phone, and that's
yeah.
about all they know.
Hmm.
So I want them to know more of Nana real life. So,
Yeah. Well, if it's any consolation, I had a grandma that lived far away. She lived over in Michigan. Now,
mhm,
granted, we got to see her, you know, quite a few times a year. We went over there, but um, I still loved her.
mhm,
I still knew her. I wasn't as close to her as my grandma that lived with us. But I still loved her. I still knew her as grandma, and I was still sad when she died. And you know, if it's any
yeah,
consolation, I mean, you still do have feelings for your grandma, even if she is a lot of miles away.
right,
And back
yeah,
then, I didn't even see my grandma. We could only talk on the phone once in a while. And that
right,
wasn't very often because it was very expensive to call long distance.
right.
Remember those days?
Oh yeah,
You'll hurry up and talk and say what you got to say because it's an expensive call.
yeah. And you only do
Um,
it. You don't do it maybe every, you know,
yeah.
6 months maybe.
Uh-huh.
You made the call, but yeah, my grandparents lived in Arizona most of my
Yeah.
my childhood, so and then I had a set that lived in the same town,
Yeah.
so I can really I remember my mom writing letters to my grandma.
Yeah. My mom
That
too.
was the cheapest way to, you know, to go.
I know.
So,
And I was lucky. We went and saw my grandma quite a few times a year. I mean, so it wasn't like, you know, it wasn't like we never saw her, you know.
right.
But yeah, I mean, I was still close to my grandma, you know, not like I said, not as close as the grandma that lived with us, but still close. I know it's not the same as being there with them, but you should take comfort in your grandkids will still love you, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's true.
But
Frankie's
when you
fine.
move there, you won't have to worry about it anyway. So
No. Frankie's Fine says it used to be Christmas. Used to be that Christmas was an event to break up the homebound feeling and depression of being inside because it snowed since October, November. Without snow, it's like we aren't bored yet. Well, that could be. That could very well be. I'm sorry, Sassy.
yeah, we don't really snowmobile anymore either. We used to snowmobile a lot on Christmas, and we don't really do it much anymore. Well, I don't do it anymore, and my husband don't either, as much as we used to. And yeah, so that's kind of gone too. I mean, looking forward to doing that, snowmobiling, having a good time. And now I'm just like, oh God, it's too cold to snowmobile. Don't make me go out there. I don't want that brisk wind hitting my face. I don't even like taking the four-wheeler out for a ride in the winter. I'm a big
Yeah.
wuss.
Mr. Sadie says we have 6 granddaughters, 2 2 and 4, 2 and 9, 1 and 12, and 1 and 14. I hope I said that right. We're super close, so Christmas is not much different than any other day. Just
Yeah.
being with them, I'm good. Yeah,
Yep.
that's the thing that I just, I feel like my life will be so much better if I can just spend time with them.
Oh yeah.
You know, I get so jealous when I see a video or something because I want to be there. You know, I want to be the
Yeah.
one in the video with the grandkids.
Yeah. I don't
Playing
blame you
with
there.
them and acting silly and everything. So
I
it'll
don't even
happen.
have grandkids. I don't even have grandkids, and I want to be with my grandkids.
It'll happen. It'll happen. And that's I'm hopeful that 2018 is going to be a good year and lots of changes. So that's what I have to look forward to.
Hi guys.
Hey, how you
How you
doing?
doing? All right.
How you doing?
I slept all night.
You
I didn't
did?
wake up. I didn't wake up
Uh-oh.
even when I was supposed to.
I was gonna say, oh, that means you didn't clean this machine.
Nope.
Guess he got a crash course by himself.
Mm, either that or it didn't get done.
It probably didn't get done.
That's what I'm guessing.
And maybe he just did it and did it right, and everything's all good.
You never know.
Surprise you. Sometimes men do that.
No, I'm pretty sure it didn't get done.
Have Hey.
I'm sorry.
You never know.
um,
Karen's at the beach
He's a kid.
says, Sally, you needed a good night's sleep.
I think I did too.
So,
Really good to be like, wake up at. I think I woke up at 7:30 or no, it wasn't that early. It was like 8:30, and I was like, "What the hell? I slept all night." And I think I'm almost positive I set my alarm.
you might have just
But
slept right through it. I do that all the time. I sleep through my alarm. My alarm goes off at 5 o'clock usually, and this morning I woke up at 6.
Hold it down.
Yeah, so I sleep through mine all the time. I need to fix it, so I have to get up out of bed to turn it off.
Mr. Sadie said I should decorate my death pile with ornaments and lights.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
There's nothing out there. Come on.
Nikki Charles wanted to know if your listing problem got fixed.
Yeah, I had to redo the whole entire listings. Come on. Start them over. Start them over from scratch. Come on. But you know the thing, I always smell fire. Move. The whole thing about it was is that when when I redid the listing from scratch, I still listed them in the same categories that I was going to list them in the first place.
Huh.
That eBay was telling me those categories are invalid.
Right.
Yeah, I still listed them in those categories. So there must have been some sort of glitch in the listing or something.
Huh.
It was 2 listings, and I ended up just doing them from scratch, and they worked fine.
Yeah.
Thank you for asking. I was really frustrated with it. I know that. Yeah, I got my boots on. As soon as my brother-in-law comes, I can walk down that long driveway. Hoping he can get a car in here.
Sassy Seller says y'all people are buying again. I had a slow 2 weeks, and last night, bam, I'm back to people buying and no lowball offers.
Nice.
That's always a good thing.
Well, people tend to run out of money just before Christmas. And then they end up getting paid just before Christmas, and then they have more money, and they're off of work, so they have time to shop.
They get a couple of days off, and they're raring to go, and raring to, that money's burning a hole in their pocket, and so yeah, it makes sense.
Yep. And now it should be good. I mean, people should still be buying well into the new year.
Right.
Because they have, they get eBay gift cards and whatever, and then they also have, well then eventually, well then they'll be doing the New Year's resolution thing. So they'll be looking for exercise stuff and diet stuff. So get your exercise DVDs out and your exercise equipment. And then and then taxes come. So we're pretty good into the new year.
Yeah.
Once taxes start coming out, then people start buying again.
Yep.
So like from September through April, you should be listing you should always be listing, but you should be listing all your stuff because people will be shopping.
Yeah. Good morning, Bridget.
Weeks here and there, sometimes there might be little slowdowns or whatever, But just list through it, and they usually turn around.
Yep.
They usually don't really slow down until like June, May or June, when people start going on vacations and stuff. At least in my experience.
I need a cousin
But I
Eddie
was-
too, damn it.
Huh?
I said I need a cousin Eddie too, damn it.
Mr. Sadie said, I feel like Clark Griswold, no bonus this year, and I'm pissed. I need to find a cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Hank. That is awesome.
Nice.
On the 8th day of Christmas, eBay gave to me 8 buyers paying, 7 watchers watching, 6 auctions ending, 5 offers countered, 4 questions answered, 3 piles of hard goods, 2 boxes of shoes, and a giant death pile of clothing.
Good one. That's a good one.
Good job. Good job. I would have screwed that up so bad.
Oh my gosh. That's good. Very, very good.
Good one.
Love it, Hank.
I think we need to put that on video. Well, we are on video, but
Yeah, on video.
I was going to say too late.
Yep. Laugh my ass off. It was hard to come up with fast enough. You did it though. I'm gonna post that on my Instagram.
There you go.
My post of the day. Yeah.
Good one.
Very good. I thought you guys were gonna sing with me.
No, you had it covered.
That would have been really interesting.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for backing me up.
I think yesterday you guys left me all by myself, and I was in here. I was like, all by myself.
Aw.
I tried to be as pitiful as possible, you know.
You know we don't do that very often. I always try to make sure somebody's in here with somebody
well, you guys
else.
left, and usually it's fine because I just hang out with the chat, no big deal, you know.
Mhm.
But they weren't talking either. They were all working.
gosh.
So I was like, here I am all by myself. I was just singing the song.
Twiddling my fingers, twiddling my thumbs. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm so lonely. Mr. Lonely. That's my other song I sing. I like that song.
Or there's only the lonely.
Yeah,
That's a good one too.
I'm never alone when I got my lug nut.
Nope, he always wants to lay up there with you.
Hi, Cindy. Yeah, I don't think
Morning.
anybody was here when that was happening besides you guys, but that was pretty funny, my dog.
Yeah, it was.
I said,
Nikki's dog was talking to her and trying to talk her into letting him up on the chair, and then she did, and
climbed on me.
her and or Mulder, and then
All you could see was my hands.
kept sitting on her head, and
Tell
yeah.
her mom. Rawr, rawr, rawr.
So everybody's awake now, so I don't have to talk soft anymore,
There
okay?
you go. There you go.
Good morning, Gwen.
Morning,
Hi, Todd.
Gwen.
Everybody says good morning, Gwen. Morning. Hear that? So I was cleaning we got like a 5-light fixture over the dining room table. So I took down all the glass to clean it off because it's so dusty on top. And we got company coming. So told Gwen, I feel like that Downton Abbey where they got the feather dusters up around the chandeliers. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Oh,
Excuse me.
you're going to have to wear the French maid outfit, with the cutesy little frills and stuff." So I said, "Oh, I would so rock that." And she said, "Oh, yeah, with all that hair sticking out everywhere."
If you were doing the houseboy job like you're supposed to be doing, she wouldn't have to do that stuff on her day off.
Oh, no. Well, I'm doing it. Look, I've already got dishpan hands this morning.
Oh, gosh.
Look, I washed my hands and I can't do a thing with them.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Why do light fixtures get so dusty? It's just nasty.
Sassy said Gwen just became my favorite.
Aw.
Yeah, I got to start in on the ceiling fans next. Oh, boy, those are fun to clean.
Mr. Sadie said, I was getting worried, Todd. At our age, you never know, Bubba.
I know. We're old, but hey, I expect Mr. Sadie and I could still rock a French maid outfit.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh, that would make a great. I bet that would go viral.
Oh, yeah.
The little white frilly apron. Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh. Definitely.
So,
Grandma
sassy.
Magic Classic says, hey, who stole my eBay welcome mat? One sale in 2 days? That's not good.
Yeah,
Huh.
it slowed down here too. I was getting
Yeah.
8, 9, 10 items a day back around just after Black Friday, and then I got 5 going out this morning, but it's slow. It's slowed.
Mr. Sadie said more like a retired butler.
Yeah. I don't think I would do well as being a butler because I can't even keep my own stuff organized, much less do it for somebody else. Where did I put your shoes, sir? No, I have no idea. They're in a death pile somewhere in my den.
Good morning, Tina.
Yeah, I wouldn't be a very good butler.
You're finally here before the show is ending.
Yeah.
Something right before we're ending. I'm impressed.
Oh, Grandma Magic Classic says she has a good idea. She said, am I the only one that puts glass light fixtures in the dishwasher?
Yeah.
Maybe I should do
I don't
that.
know. I can't really do it because I don't have a dishwasher.
Yeah, that makes sense, actually. I never thought of that.
That's because it's always when you're changing the light bulb that you clean the glass fixture.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it's a quick, hurry up, wash it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't get every tiny nook and cranny, but I mean they look a lot better after I'm done. But,
sure.
Use a toothbrush.
Save you from scrubbing that funk. Yeah.
True.
Makes a lot of sense.
Well, it's just dust that blows out of the vents that the filter doesn't get mostly, but
right.
Yeah, the only time I clean my light fixtures is when I got to change the light bulb. So, unless they look really grody, but usually that's about the time I do it.
yeah, well, with
Today's the day for what?
With LED bulbs, they don't burn out as quick.
I suppose.
What's today, Valerie?
Thursday the 21st.
I think it is the day that they give their notice.
Oh,
the guys give their notice.
Oh. Yeah, that's got to be kind of hard. Do they work for a big company?
Oh no, my dear Spears.
No.
So it's going to be kind of hard for them to lose both guys, huh?
Yeah. My daughter was running around the house with the 3 wood and crashed the globe Friday in one. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Because golf is always better indoors.
Yeah.
Whoops.
It's a lot more fun until the cleanup starts.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like golf.
If you can't hit a light fixture with a golf club, you're not trying hard enough.
Good idea, my dear Spears.
Oh my gosh.
I was putting up those standards on those shelves yesterday, and I kept poking the roof with at the top of the bars. They're only like 8 inches shorter than the ceiling, and I kept poking the ceiling. I haven't even looked. I probably got all kinds of new scuffs up on the ceiling.
It'll be all right.
I'll be right back. I think my brother-in-law's here.
Okay.
It's just the den. It doesn't matter.
Well, it does, but
Yeah, when I'm dead and gone, the boys have to sell this house.
it'll be their problem then.
Yeah. See?
Comfortable life. You're supposed to clean light fixtures. I thought you just bought new ones when the light didn't shine through them good enough. Hi, Kyrie. Nana loves you.
So does Aunt Sally. I wish they'd do me more.
I know. I completely understand. It was a 5-wood night titanium. I have a handful of them around here when I sold a few on eBay.
When titanium meets glass. That should be a new book or something.
Yeah, that's a mess.
You can call and chat anytime. They like talking on the phone. Aunt Sally.
Oh, okay.
I found that actually golf clubs are really good replacements for, like, if you don't have a baseball bat in a certain room. I have a baseball bat in every room.
Do you really?
Yes, I do.
Because you never know when a mouse
And I also have a knife in
Okay.
every room.
Okay, I have like knives everywhere. That's my thing.
But I have a baseball bat and then in every room in the house, and then I also have a knife that is oppositely placed away from the baseball bat, just in case I can't get to the baseball bat.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So
Do your
okay,
bats
Negan.
Do your bats have barbed wire wrapped around them like Negan's?
They don't. They're not vampire bats. No, they're not vampire bats. They are just regular old aluminum bats.
Did you hear what I called you?
No.
I said, okay, Negan.
Lucille.
My father or my brother-in-law wasn't here yet. I think he's making the chicken.
Mr. City says I keep a bat by the back door. I named it Lights Out.
That's a good one. I like that.
Was it the name their guitar, Lucille? Was that?
Well, I actually have a gun.
That Pat's done. No, he played the piano.
I have a gun also, but being by myself, and it's a known fact. I'm here by myself, so you never know who's gonna try and get in your house.
Yeah.
So
No,
I ain't gonna mess around.
quit.
I don't really have that fear.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't think it's. I don't
but-
think it's really a fear. I think it's more of a preparation in case that does
Yeah.
There
happen.
you go, Michelle.
We have
That
the
makes sense.
gun in the corner by the door. So
Yeah, Michelle. B.B. King had a guitar named Lucille. He could play some guitar too.
Yep. It's usually people that try to rob you. Sad but true. Well,
Mhm.
there you go. Because I don't know nobody in this town, so I guess I'm one ahead of the game.
not how walking works.
Morning.
How walking works.
I just don't. Um, I don't mess around like that. I gotta prepare,
That's
and I
good
gotta
though.
protect my house and protect myself. So,
Mhm.
Have you ever shot a gun?
oh yeah,
Oh,
not at a person, no, but I have shot the gun on several. I would say I probably shot the gun about 3 different times. Several times each time.
Mhm.
So I am still not completely comfortable with it. I will say that, but if I needed to, I could shoot it.
Yeah.
So
That's good though.
I think he's here now.
Carla Ray.
I got an offer. Why didn't my phone do anything? Damn it.
Carla Ray says my late grandmother used to keep a rifle under her bed and a handgun under her pillow, or under a pillow next to her while she slept. Yeah.
You didn't get it because I got it.
Did you miss your cha-ching?
Yeah,
Aw.
Jonah got it.
Oh man.
I know. Okay, so offer price $19.25 plus shipping for that green tea
Oh yeah.
faux fur sweater.
Yeah.
Except
Yeah. It would not help you if someone got in your house. You can't hear them shoot you.
get it. Oh, my ringtone's all the way down too, so maybe that might be it.
Maybe.
Do you still hear mice in the line?
There's
Or is that something else?
it's so it sounds like
What?
it
That?
sounds like kind of a feedbacky, maybe like a little bit of staticky or something, just barely, just really, really low, but I can still hear something.
Huh. That's crazy.
How did that go? Bleh.
Ugh. I
Oh
got
my
it.
gosh. Oh my gosh. I need to go find that shirt, I suppose.
A shirt. Do you sell a shirt?
I'm missing a shirt.
Oh, you're missing a shirt.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go dig for it. Grandma Magic Classic says I'm shocked my vintage Griswold family Christmas T-shirt. That's a mouthful.
Mhm.
Didn't sell this year. I thought it would. I thought it was cool. Guess not. Huh.
I mean, it just takes the right person to see it. That's, you know,
Right.
and it still might sell. So
Just keep it
don't
up.
don't give up hope.
No. No. Somebody comes across that. That's going to be a great impulse item. So somebody comes across it, they're going to buy it.
And they might even
More
get
than
it for
likely.
next year.
Right. Mr. Sadie says, I will know if someone comes in my house. Security system and cameras tell me to lock and load. There you go.
That's good, Mr. Sadie. I mean, I definitely think people should be prepared.
And I know, I mean, I have my security, my security team. The dogs will let me know,
Mm-hmm.
if there's somebody in the house. I've actually, it's kind of weird how I did it, but I put a string of some they're like big Christmas bells. And I actually put that on the back door because you can't really hear when that door, I mean, other than the creaking, you really can't,
Mm-hmm.
hear the door open. So I put the little bells on there so that way it makes a little added noise if somebody does happen to,
That's awesome.
come in. And I know I would have my dogs.
Mm-hmm.
My dogs would wake me up and, and then I can do whatever I need to do. But
Yeah. The
I
dogs
mean, heck,
usually bark at me if I come in the door.
right.
You know, they don't. It doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. Well, Karen's at the beach. She said, Valerie, the dogs certainly let you know the other night when somebody was banging on the door. Yeah.
Mm.
And they just, they keep barking. Really, it's really hard to get them to shut up after that,
Yeah.
because they're already, on point and nervous, because somebody's trying to get in apparently.
Right.
So, or some not really get in because I don't even know who it was, but somebody was. So, man, I don't really want to do this.
I'm just glad that you didn't open the door.
Yeah, I'm not going to open the door at night. I'm not going to put myself in that position.
Yeah.
So, if you want to talk to me, if you need to, I've got a house phone that is, my number is listed in the phone book, and yes, we still have phone books. My phone number is listed, and
Yeah.
if there's somebody in town that needs to get a hold of me, so there's something going on, because a lot of people here know that I work in the medical field, or I did, and maybe somebody says, oh, go get Valerie, she maybe she knows what to do or something, I don't
Yeah.
know if I don't even know if they would say that, but
But you never know.
yeah, and I would feel bad that I didn't answer the door if that was the case, but I'm not just gonna open my door. I need security cameras. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think that's going to make a difference,
Well,
as far as.
it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to have like a camera like outside the front door,
Mm-hmm.
at the front door to kind of show me who's out there. But then, that's the thing too, is if you do that, then are you going to do anything if there is somebody outside your front door? Probably not. So there's really no reason to have it.
Yeah. As long as they stay out and you're in, I
Yeah.
mean, I don't really think there's a problem.
Yeah.
But once once they break that, you know, break that situation and they start coming in the house, you know, I mean, that's a whole new ball game right there.
Right. Yeah, my phone alerts me when there's motion. I can watch on my phone anytime. Yeah. Yeah.
I think there's different situations too on that, because like if you live in a busy place where there's a lot of crime and stuff like that, definitely I think cameras would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even in the apartments that we used to live in, you know, there was, you know, some break-ins and stuff in the parking lot, and
Right.
you know, 9 times out of 10 they were probably somebody in the apartment building. But you know, I mean, in that type of situation where, you know, you had your car broken into before and stuff like that, or there's been, you know, it happening in the surrounding area,
Right.
definitely.
Yeah.
But like here, there would be no reason. Like nobody goes in anybody else's yard.
Right.
Unless they're supposed to be there.
Right.
Or unless you're Jehovah's Witness. Basically, I mean, kids don't even sell door to door anymore, you know, hardly ever. You know, I think I probably had like, you know, maybe 4 kids within the last few years I've been here. You know, sell door to door. But as far as like adults going to your door, they're not going to be there unless they're supposed to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? But my neighbors are nosy too.
Right.
And I like that. I like that. And if something is going on in somebody else's yard, I'm out there watching. Because if I have to, I'll be a witness.
Right.
You know, if people think if they don't, you know, watch what's happening in somebody else's yard or whatever, because of, you know, that they're being nosy or whatever, I seriously don't care what they think, because I feel like that as a neighbor,
Mm-hmm.
it's my responsibility to watch what's happening.
Yeah.
You know, and I would, if somebody came into my yard and, you know, maybe was trying to have an argument with me or something,
Mm-hmm.
I would want somebody else witnessing that, because, you know, what if the person hits me and then I go to defend myself and I kill the person accidentally?
Right.
I would want somebody to see that, because, you know, then, you know, it's not going to be me killing some.
Yeah, accidentally. Sure.
You know, it's not going to be me saying, well, you know, I was defending myself, and, you know, but there's no witness.
Right.
You know, you would want somebody to witness something like
It's
that.
basically your word.
Todd, are you laughing at me right now?
Yeah, I can just picture somebody wiping their feet on your welcome mat and you just blow them away with a shotgun or something.
Oh, I'm not mean like that. I would only have to do what I have to do to protect me and my family.
Oh, yeah, just shoot them in the leg.
Yeah.
They can live.
Definitely.
You'll allow them to live.
Definitely.
Is it brighter in here? I just got the light fixture put back together.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Kata.
Cold out there. Why do you smell like cologne?
Yeah. I wouldn't be putting up with none of that shit.
Get in an argument with me while you're standing on my welcome mat.
Yeah. Sally, I'm always.
That's right, Hank.
even here in New York City, I got from my mother, who was always keeping tabs on the neighborhood. I mean, you got to have somebody that does that.
Yeah,
You know, it's not a bad thing.
Nope, and your neighbors probably depend on that. You know, even if, you know, it comes at a time to where, oh, you know, mind your own business or whatever, or, you know, people look at you and, you know, what are you looking at? Mind your own business. No, I am minding my business. I'm in my yard and you're out in front of, you know, everything, you know, having an argument. That's my business.
Right. Yep.
People be coming over to Sally's for a surprise birthday party for her, and she just bam, bam, bam. Oh no, you did not try to
Todd.
encroach in my space. Pop a cap in your ass.
Hi,
All right.
Willow.
I will be back. Hi, Willow. I'll be back. I'm going to go look for that shirt. So
Okay.
wish me luck.
Luck.
Everybody.
And I got to go run to the post office with these 5,000 packages I'm doing.
Willow doggy.
Say hi, Sally.
Hi, Willow.
Go lay down.
You
It's driving Lord
can
nuts
come
that-
visit me, Mr. Sadie. I won't hurt you.
driving Lord nuts that I'm holding Willow.
Hank says, set the birthday cake down slowly on the doormat. Show me your hands. Now run, run.
He's growling at Lord nut.
Talking about blowing people away at the doormat.
Go lay down. You smell like Uncle Gene's cologne. He doesn't bathe, so he sprays so much goddamn cologne on him. Now my dog smells like him. Go lay down. You stink. You stink. Go lay down.
Yeah, so yeah, I just feel like, you know, if you want something kept private, you need to keep it in your house, you know. If you're outside and in front of all the neighbors and stuff, I don't think that, you know, people should, you know, keep to themselves or whatever. You know, of course, you know, you're not going to go in somebody else's yard and, you know, be watching them or whatever, but as long as you can see them from your yard, I'd say game on. And I think it's kind of your responsibility as a neighbor.
To what?
It's your responsibility as a neighbor to watch your neighbors'
House?
homes, like, you know, their yards and stuff. If, you know, something is happening in their yard and like, you know, somebody drives up and walks into my yard, I want my neighbors to be able to see that. I want my neighbors to, you know, to be watching.
I agree, Frankie's fine. Same here.
Your neighbors are cows.
You live in the country.
Oh, like literally cows.
They're not neighbors on there.
No, her human neighbors eat her tomato plants and poop in her lawn.
Shooting them isn't a good idea. You get hung for that shit.
But like my dad, even though he has security cameras He always tells his neighbor when he's leaving for the weekend or whatever, and his neighbor will keep an eye on things, you know, if
Yeah.
he sees anything suspicious, you know. But it's hard to see if, I mean, because we're all there all the time, and we're always like it's our own house, so it might be a hard job for the neighbor because to see who's who. We're all over there all the time, and it's like it's our own house, you know. We come and go and do whatever we want, you know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know, I remember when I lived in California, we were actually in it was when my kids were little. We were actually in Strathmore, which was a little town, probably consisted of about you know, probably 5,000 maybe. Yeah, I mean, it was still little. It was still a pretty little town, and I might be over exaggerating. It could be, 3,500, something like that. Thank you, Jonah.
Yep.
And I remember because my ex-husband was very abusive, and I remember there were times where I was dragged out in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
And he's trying to choke me out, and the neighbors would do nothing. There would be people in their yards like doing yard work, and they would just walk inside.
Yeah.
And it was like, I'm begging for help.
Yeah.
And, and of course they just walk inside, and they won't, they don't call the cops or anything.
Yeah.
So it's basically, they didn't want to be involved. So yeah, to avoid, they'd literally run back in the house to avoid being in the middle of it,
Yeah.
which I can understand to a point, but at another point, if I died, they would be responsible for that. I would think that, that would be the same, thing as the person that's doing it to you because you did nothing. Aw, thank you, Mary. Yeah, I mean, definitely, I don't keep, I'm sorry, I'm very nosy. And, if it's at the store or, at my house and, I see something, happen in a neighbor's yard, I'm definitely going to say something. I'm definitely going to be involved.
But and I would say something too, or I would have went and started hitting him or whatever.
Yeah.
I probably would have broke it up or whatever and brought you to my house.
Right.
But in all fairness, also, like my sister-in-law used to be in an abusive relationship. And one time my husband kicked the shit out of him. He ended up spending a night in jail because of this. Was before I knew Gary. And he ended up spending a night in jail. And then Penny ended up dropping all charges against the boyfriend.
Yeah.
And my husband had to go to court and everything else. It ended up getting dropped because it was a domestic abuse, and the judge understood, and my husband was an upstanding citizen and blah, 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 But still, I mean, that could have ruined my husband's life. And she ended up dropping the charges. Also, people are nuts these days. If you call the cops on somebody, you have to worry if they're going to come back and retaliate.
Right.
That's another thing. I mean, obviously, if I see somebody getting, a woman or anybody getting hit or whatever, I'm going to step in. But
yeah, I really don't care about retaliation either.
Like some people do,
For me, it's like, being in that situation, if I see somebody being abused, I'm either going to first call the cops and, stay out of it, or not really stay out of it, but, call cops and not do anything physically, or, you know, I'm going to, you know, try and distract them and call the cops too, you know. I just know that, you know, being in that situation, you don't really want, it's hard because you're trapped in like a non-ending circle of abuse, you know, and a lot of people don't realize that, but you're in a different state of mind because, you know, you have the, you know, to where he hits you, and then, you know, the next thing that happens is, you know, he apologizes, or, you know, makes it right, you know, right kind of thing, to where, you know, it's like that, you know, they apologize or give you gifts, or, you know, something like that, and then you know, it like uh it turns into a circle by, you know, something else happening, a situation happening, and then, you know, the abuse just continues and continues and continues, and and you just get locked into that. I remember seeing my cousin being abused by her husband, and my mom would try to go and get her, and I mean, this guy, he like was, you know, punching my mom's car, you know, my mom's truck. We were in a truck, and us kids were in the back, the, you know, in the bed of the truck, and my cousin had gotten in the front with my mom, and so the guy is chasing the truck, and I remember him holding onto the bed of the truck, and his legs were just like hanging and like dragging on the road. Like, my mom probably gave him some bad road burn.
Yeah.
Because
What are you talking
Rhonda and Jesse.
Oh yeah.
And that happened more than once, where we had to go and get her, and we were like, he would at first he was like on the side, and we were like banging his fingers to get him, because we were in the back of the truck, and we were like banging on his fingers to, you know, to let go of the truck. And we were just kids, you know. But seeing that kind of abuse, you would think I would never want to put myself back into that situation, and I did.
Yeah.
For years, you know, and it's just a mindset. It's so crazy how you put yourself through stuff like that. But you know what? Once I was done with that marriage, I learned for myself that I am never going to put myself in that situation again, and never be treated like that ever again. Like, never allow myself to think that I am such a like loser human being, that I need to have somebody that loves me that much.
Right.
You know, I can't say none of it was my fault. I think I was a bitch, you know, but
even a bitch doesn't deserve that. Nobody deserves that.
No. I don't.
No, there's been times when I've been a bitch to my husband, and he never hit me.
Well, I know what you're saying, but like, as far as, you know, me, like, maybe I started some of it. Like, started, you know, the fights or whatever. But yeah, I totally agree. None of it made me deserve to be treated like that.
Right. Right. I told Mike if he ever did that, he better pack a lunch, because we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I've always told my husband. You know, if a guy was to raise his hand to me, I said he better be pretty big because I'm a big girl and I ain't going down without a fight.
Exactly.
Brandon got mad at me once that bad. And he went like this. And I said, you know, my grandma, she knocked my grandpa out with a frying pan. And I think that'd be a good way to go. And I said, I've been in that situation before. It's never happening again. I'll go to freaking prison before I let myself, you know, be one of those people again. You know?
Yeah.
And I wouldn't do that to my kids either. I wouldn't have allowed somebody to be, I mean, my oldest son, he had PTSD because of, you know, that kind of, I mean, they weren't abused by any means, but, you know, just seeing me go through that kind of stuff, it was not good for my kids.
Right.
And I regret that. You know, I regret that, you know, it's hard to regret something like that because, you know, it was all a learning experience for all of us and everything, but it's a regret.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you made
Use
it.
hot grease. Yeah.
Like
Use,
Medea on his head.
use hot grease like Medea.
Yep. All right. Can you guess what this is?
Is that the shirt you were looking for?
That is the missing shirt.
Yay!
Oh, yay.
And it wasn't where it was supposed to be.
Oh.
It wasn't. It was.
Oh.
See, what happens is somebody asks for measurements. And
Yeah.
so what happens, and I had a tote of clothes here that I was working on. Clothes got put in the back with all the other inventory.
Oh.
And so I was thinking about it while I was looking through those other totes. I was thinking about it. I was like, well, it ain't here. So I thought, well, I got to find that tote that I had in the living room that I was working on. And so found it.
Awesome.
So
Charles thinks that eBay has some surprises for us in 2018.
Oh, I'm sure they do.
they always seem to have something up their sleeve.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's just the one thing that I learned, and this was at the job that I had previous to this one, is that they were a big corporation. It was Apria Health, or Apria
Healthcare, yeah.
They're Apria Healthcare, and they're nationwide, and they've got places all around. But and huge, they didn't know me by name; they knew me by a number, basically. But they would go through and they would change things about every 6 months. They would change everything up. Everything would be different, So I'm kind of still in that mindset of, things are going to change. eBay is a big corporation too, but and so things are always evolving and always changing. So you have to just be, ready for the change and ready to adapt and, ready to work it into your business, however you can. There's really no use in fighting it because you're going to have to go with it anyway if you're going to sell on this platform. So you should, just get used to the changes,
Yeah.
and look at them positively and kind of go with the flow. I don't know. There's my 2 cents.
Great Flake State says, I told you it was behind you. I'm psychic. Like when I dreamed Mickey's dog was talking to me like he was talking last
You are so right, because it was literally in this tote behind me.
That's
it
funny.
But it wasn't there. It was,
Tracy, you got some gifts.
Yeah, you got something. You got
Am I ever
something.
gonna, Stacy, am I gonna warm up today? I'm freezing.
Yeah.
Am I
It's
going
like
to
like the magic 8 ball. Not likely.
I'm shaking you, Tracy.
Wow, Jennifer, that's got to be some tough, you know, that would have been hard. I mean, my kids were so young that, there was no way they could have protected me.
Right.
And why should they have to? They're children. Even your 14-year-old, why should they have to protect you? That's that it sucks because all of this, you think about afterwards, and you're like, oh man, I was so wrong, for putting myself and my kids through that, but I always say, I try not to regret stuff like that because I just feel like it has made me the person that I am today. It has made me, it made me, maybe, someday I'll be able to help somebody that has been through that situation, and I'll be, well, I already have. I've talked to people that have been in abusive situations and stuff like that. And, told them, I've been there, I've done that, and you're in the wrong mindset. You have to change your way of thinking, and you don't want to think, that you're a bad person for staying in a marriage, trying to make it work for you and your kids. But, at the same time, it's not going to change anything.
Right.
And, it's so hard to look at it like that because, of course, me and Valerie were raised with parents that were together for how many years, Valerie? Like
35.
Yeah, 35 years. And I just felt like I got to stick with this. I got to make it work, try to make it work. And, so it was a very hard thing.
Yeah, I mean, we were always raised, you stick with it, you don't, if you marry a person, you stick with them through thick and thin, and, and I completely get all that, but, you don't, there's a certain point where you have to draw a line.
Yeah.
And
I love Willow, though. Well, Willow's my baby.
I am. That's what it sounded like.
She's my baby. Oh, Willow, I love you.
Hank says she's trying on a new foundation today, and she looks like a geisha.
Oh,
Isn't it very beautiful? Look at my baby, Willow. He just walks away. He's pissed now.
My gosh, Lugnut. Tell her it's a.
You're my baby too, Luggy. Yeah, you're my baby. Yeah. I love my boy. Yeah, I can't be mean to my Luggy.
like smeared white out all over my face. Oh my gosh.
I know. I got some. My daughter gave me some mineral makeup one time, and we were on a hangout, but I had my camera off, and I was sitting there. I was putting it on, just real lightly with the brush, and I mean, yeah, it was like it felt like I had 10 pounds of shit on my face. And I looked, and I was like, wow, you can't see any flaws. But I felt like I had 10 pounds of shit on my face.
She says, I'm pale, but man, oh man, this is different level stuff in this little bottle.
That's why I call it Bondo.
Yeah.
People look at me when I call it that, but they're like, Bondo? Why would you call it Bondo?
Thrifty Picker said Lugnut sounded like Chewbacca. He's very vocal. I should do YouTube videos about him.
Yeah, you should. Crazy dog,
Thank
Lugnut.
you. What? Lay down. Nobody wants to hear your voice. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you like that. It's a good thing. It's a good thing he doesn't know what I'm saying.
I know. How do you know? How do you know he's smart enough to talk?
He'd have to go see a doggy psychologist. Look at my baby Willow. Oh, I love my baby Willow.
Oh my gosh.
I love my baby Willow. He's growling at him. Oh,
how dare you, Mom? Willow's like, I don't think so, biatch.
He knows Willow. He's like, nope, that's my mom. I'm standing tall. You can push me around any other time, but this is my mom.
Oh my gosh.
He ain't moving either.
Poor Lugnut.
He
You
feels
big
sorry
old
for him.
doofy.
He does too. He is a lug nut. So last night I had some Easter candy. Lugna, I went to the wherever I went, I don't remember, but I came back, he ate my candy.
Oh my gosh.
Well, then this morning or last night I opened some more candy. Shut up. He's like, stop telling them that. Anyways, it was good. Anyway, so last night I opened more candy, robin's eggs, and I folded them up and I left them on my end table here. And this morning when I got up, this one had gotten into them.
Oh my gosh.
Like, and the thing is Willow used to never do stuff like that.
Yeah.
She's getting older now. She'll piss on the floor. She'll take our food off our plate. You know, she's just a rotten little girl now.
Yeah.
She used to be a perfect little dog. But not anymore. You little bitch.
I don't even think my dogs would eat candy if it was laying on the floor, because we always tell them no. If we say you can't have chocolate, and even if it's not chocolate, even if it's just candy, you can't have that. And and so they know that they don't get candy.
Yeah. And normally Lugnut's pretty good about not stealing my stuff, but last night apparently he was.
Oh my God! Once you've seen a dog with chocolate poisoning, you won't ever feed your dog chocolate again.
Well, this
Really?
was the milk balls.
Oh, it was bad.
Huh.
Hi, Steve. My dogs eat chocolate all the time.
I know it takes a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was bad.
Let's see, Mike, he used to feed the dogs like everything. He fed them everything. And I don't even feed them. I don't feed them table scraps. Every once in a while I'll feed them hot dogs, but I don't feed them anything that I eat. I just really kind of got them out of that.
Yeah.
Behave yourself. No, you're not the star of the show.
Hi, Steampunk Town. Good morning.
Hello.
How's everybody doing today?
Like not telling you how he's doing.
Lugnet
My
says
mom
he's
is
doing
being mean.
okay.
Can I come to Michigan with you, Sally?
Oh, like that.
She feels sorry for you.
Poor Lugnet. So
I just
mistreated.
want to go out and hunt rabbits. That's all I want to do.
Hi.
I think the rabbit's too fast for you.
Look,
I'll be
there's a
right back. I'm
doggy.
gonna go let him out, Sally.
Look at that doggy. Look at that doggy. Look at that doggy right there.
Look at it. That's a baby doggy. Look at the doggy in the window.
He's trying to get in my sweater.
Awesome. Your sweater or your sweatshirt?
My sweatshirt.
I'll be right back. Oh,
Okay.
yes. I'm wearing a hooded sweatshirt.
Good for you.
My mom didn't knit this. This is not a sweater.
Looks like a sweater to me.
Would you go? Get over the way.
Yes, all the things need to sell.
Yes, they do.
Ugh.
Every last one of
I didn't get anything last night, so I mean, I just got that one offer, which I took, which is awesome. I had never found that brand before, and Valerie was telling me, "Oh, that's a good brand, green tea."
them.
And I think we just listed that last. It might have been last week.
I think it was last week.
So
Okay. I need to apparently this address is not valid.
oh, great.
So I'll message the buyer.
Tell him what up with that. Oh, Daddy's giving you Mighty Dog. You want Mighty Dog? You want Mighty Dog? Better go get your Mighty Dog. Wanna go get your Mighty Dog? You're not hungry today? You're not hungry for Mighty Dog? No? Wanna sit with Mama? Cry. He'd rather sit with Mama than to go eat his breakfast. That's pretty. That's a lot of love, huh? Mary says I put the lot of 300 plus 1950s, 1960s photos on auction, and so now I'm down to about 200. I want to list individually. Wow.
Very
Sold
good.
a lot of 2 teen destroyed jeans that I have had listed for 2 years. Someone just made an offer for $15 shipped. Just proves that flaw, stain, bleach, destroyed sells. Oh, definitely.
Yep.
Steampunk Town says, thanks so much for the heads up on green tea clothing. Passed up a few yesterday. And Grandma Magic Classic says, and then about 1,000 slides. I need to do better on slides. I've listed a couple. Not really. I mean, I know I need to pick out the good ones and like do them individually, but you know, and then like lot the other ones together. But I really don't even know like what options to pick during, you know, during the item specifics. I don't even know, you know, anything about that. So I need to learn more.
Yeah.
I need to educate myself.
You get educated.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So that one's on hold. I'm not going to cancel it yet. I just sent him a message saying you need to go in there and fix that before I could send it.
Jennifer Santiago says, this is why I never really check my items when I purchase, and I never donate. It will sell. Definitely. I've sold so much, like Faded Glory and, you know, stuff like that. Small brands, because people buy those brands at Walmart,
Yeah.
and they like them.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? There's not some terror. There's some, like, what am I trying to say? There's some really cute, like, I would have thought it was a better brand than like Faded Glory or Basic Editions, you know, just by the feel of it.
Right.
I would have thought it was, you know, a better brand, and it was one of those. And it was like, yeah, this will sell, because you know, it's beautiful, you know, and it's a good shirt or whatever it is, you know, and people buy that stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Because they, you know, buy it at our, you know, like little department stores. So of course they're gonna, you know, get used to brands like that, or they're gonna know, you know, I like it. I like that brand usually, so that's what I'm gonna buy.
Yeah.
So, yep, list it and forget about it. Bridget says, I have thousands of slides that I picked up over the summer from various auctions. That will be my winter project.
There you go.
Awesome.
That sounds like a good project for the winter time. I don't have any slides. I haven't even dove into that. I've looked for them. I just can't.
Yeah,
I just
they're
haven't
hard to
done
find.
any.
It's almost really like a estate sale slash
Yeah.
storage unit
Yeah.
item, to where, you know, if thrift stores get a hold of them, they freaking throw them in the trash.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, in my situation, I could find some in the dumpster,
Right.
you know, but I've never found them in the dumpster. The only time I've gotten slides is from my brother-in-law, who got them out of a storage unit. So, and a lot of them were damaged. So I had to really go through them. There was a lot of mold on some of them, and so a lot of them were damaged, which is sad.
Right.
All right, see you later, Sassy.
Bye, Sassy.
Jennifer says, these were Miley Cyrus jeans, Soho Babe, denim, ugly purple skinny jeans. It doesn't matter what brand they are for destroyed.
No, people
Even
buy the destroyed.
yeah, American Eagle, you know.
Sometimes the more destroyed they are, the more likely they'll sell.
Oh yeah.
The more sought after they are.
Man, there was these I think it was the first pair of denim shorts that I listed that were destroyed. I did it just to see. And it only took like 2 days for them to sell.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
It was amazing. And they sold for like, I don't know, something like crazy, like $17, $18. And all they were, get down for a
It's
second.
a wonder that there's even anything even covered up usually, because they are so shredded.
They were like this big.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It's like
I
How do
mean,
you even?
they
What do you?
were a small size
Why
with
even
like,
wear clothes?
yeah, they were like booty shorts, and then they were destroyed. It's
Yeah.
like, ooh, there's nothing gonna be covered up in this.
No. Yeah. No.
I hope they wear shorts underneath because
They're gonna be seeing a lot more than just red.
yeah, there's gonna be a lot of skin showing.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Somebody asked earlier if you're having a hangout today. Did you ever answer?
No, I didn't. I don't know. I would say probably yes. Um, I think having it at 1 actually was pretty good yesterday.
Yeah.
That worked out pretty well. Let's see. Okay, it says, so dear seller, thank you for your email. Let me know my address was right. It. You can write down my address like this. 99-72. P.S. Don't worry about the address problem. I was already buy many stuff from eBay and got many questions, something like you. I don't know
Oh.
what's wrong about my address, but my address was right. Please help me write down again my address. You can see they will be work.
Huh.
Okay. I don't know. I mean, if it's not right, then I'm not sending it. I mean, it won't let me send it, number one. I'll just have to cancel it. Okay, don't worry about that. But I think, yeah, I think we could definitely have a hangout. Probably around 1-ish. I need to get this stuff sent out now.
Is the address that they're giving you pretty much the same as as what they have on eBay? I mean, is it real
Yeah,
close?
it's similar.
So maybe
It's
you could
similar.
correct it, like put it in
Yeah,
the way.
and I was gonna do that. I think as long as somebody said as long as you don't change the zip code, then you're okay. You're still protected by, um, you have seller protection and everything. So there's one little thing that I think I can fix on that it might go through. There's no guarantees though.
Yeah,
So
because I've done it where it was the right address, but they just had it formatted wrong.
right,
And I've corrected that formatting, and then it was fine.
right.
You know.
And so I will try to do that. And if it doesn't go through, then, I really don't have any other choice but to cancel it. So we'll give it a shot.
I don't know about that zip code thing. No.
Yeah. And, apparently he's had other people that have had the same. Hey, Ringo, Elvis. I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know if I'm assuming it's just, he's He probably just doesn't have it in there right. And I know he's seeing everything correctly, but if I have to do too much with it, then I won't. So I'll just cancel it. I'm not going to mess with it.
Is it global shipping?
It's New York City.
You want to know?
It's in New York City. So
Oh,
well,
well, that explains the broken English.
right. Oh yeah, most definitely. So I'll see if I can. The only thing that was different was there was like in PayPal it had, but I don't know even that would even make a difference though,
Bye, Lori. See you later.
because it had like the two, just like the house address that it wasn't different. It was just kind of there was a hyphen somewhere in there. So maybe
Yeah,
because that was missing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I would just change it to that. Then if the numbers are all correct and stuff, yeah, I just change it so it works.
Well, I'll try it and
Is it going to be shipped late now?
right.
No, is it going to be?
No,
Oh,
no, he just bought it yesterday.
okay.
It's not gonna be late or anything like that. But, all right. Let's see here what we can figure out. Because it says this address is not found in the city.
I would send them a message back and tell them to call PayPal to fix their address in the system. Or I mean, not PayPal, call eBay.
Yeah.
I would send them buyer a message and say, you should call. I mean, still send it to them, but I mean, I should tell them, or I mean, I would tell them, so you don't have problems in the future, give eBay a call, because obviously they don't understand how to put their address in, apparently.
Right.
So I would tell them to call eBay and have them fix it in the system. Because eBay has bilingual people, they'll get it.
Right.
Charles said didn't sound like broken English to me, more like public school graduate.
Oh my gosh.
Do a Google search with that address and see what pops up. Yeah, that's a good idea, Bridget. Hi, Bridget.
Do I sound okay?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
You sound wonderful.
Yay.
New York. Sometimes the city in New York City is weird. Yeah, New York City is weird.
See, just like this. This is cute. This is Faded Glory.
There you go.
Oh, Hank Allen Cash said, "The voice of an angel, Sally."
Aw, thanks, Hank.
Your payment's on the way.
Whatever, Nikki.
Bridget says, like, I live in one town, but my zip shows a different town. Yeah, that often happens to me sometimes when I go to the retail at the post office to buy my shipping, it'll show up on the receipt as a different town. Etsy did a weird thing. Oh, cute. She said she's going to get you a Halo Tiara.
Aw.
I know, you'd think so, right, Philip? I know if I enter anything in wrong, they don't let me proceed with my account.
No. I'm going to cancel the
Oh,
order.
it
As
didn't
much
go
as I
through?
don't want to. No.
Why? What happened?
It just says this address is not valid in this city.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to cancel it, put something was wrong with the buyer's shipping address. You know,
Yeah.
I told them what to do. They said that it's right. They said they've had many problems. I don't know what to say. So
That sucks for them.
it sucks for me too.
Yeah.
But,
Was it a good
it is
sale?
what it is. Huh?
Was it a good sale?
No, it was $13.
Mm.
But it's okay. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Jennifer says,
They need to take responsibility for their stuff,
She said screenshot it with the message in case. Jennifer said.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you could screenshot it and then send it to the buyer in messages so that it's on file that that it was the wrong address.
Yeah. You probably, I mean, they probably need to, yeah, exactly. Fix your shit, customer. But,
I mean, if I had something like that to where I was always having problems with my address coming up right and all of that, I think I would get a P.O. box
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah. Or call eBay and have them fix it in the system.
right.
Yeah.
But it sounds like they have broken English, so maybe they don't understand.
Yeah. It's okay. It'll be fine.
What does Google Maps show? Maybe a shipping type service warehouse deal.
I didn't even go there.
Jennifer said she's had issues with eBay where the flag says there is something wrong with it, with the address, but when I put it in ShipStation, it shows it's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's been times where I've had problems with the address on eBay, and I've taken it to the post office, and they've shipped it just fine too.
Uh-oh.
I must be getting a honeydew list. Val says, I'm going to read Valerie's mind. Ain't nobody got time for that. Exactly, on a $13 sale.
No.
I'm one of those people that usually go above and beyond for my customer, though, and try to work it out. I shouldn't, but I do.
Well, I mean, I think I went above and beyond because I could have just canceled it and said, you need to,
Yeah.
just
You need to
given
figure
them
out what's
the
going on.
response of you need to fix your address. But, I
Yeah.
took the time and sent them an email saying, you need to go in there and fix it because it's not going through.
Yeah.
And, but if you insist that, stuff's right, well then, if it don't go through, it don't go through. I'm not going to spend a whole bunch of time, trying to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, I used to do that all the time, Hank.
What's that?
Creeping on Google Maps where there's street view.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing that.
Yes. Callie was stalking me at one point.
Yep. I'm like, I had never seen Valerie's house before, a couple of years ago. And I'm like, oh, you have a big tree in the yard, in your front yard. And, telling her about her house and I had never seen it. And she's like, how'd you know all that? I'm like, because I'm sitting out in front of your house right now. She's like, what? And I'm like, yeah, on Google Maps. Wow. Jennifer says, I do that sometimes. Like last night when someone paid $50 for overnight shipping from New Jersey to New York. That's crazy.
What are you doing? You're crazy. You're crazy. Yes, you are.
Says, I know, Mom, but you love me anyways.
Bring it here. Bring it here. Ringo, bring it here. Bring it here. Come on.
She goes, no, I want you to chase me.
No. Get sick. All right, I'm gonna take this stuff out to the mailbox, so I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
For anybody that wasn't here last night while we were listing, I got, what did I get? 15 things listed? 12,
10, I think.
16 things I ended up getting listed. No,
Oh.
I listed after you left too.
Oh, awesome.
I ended up getting 16 things listed last night.
That's great.
Mm-hmm. That is awesome, Jennifer.
Need to go outside? Come on, Roscoe.
So on overnight, you would have to take that right to the post office to make sure it's overnight. Okay.
All right.
What, Nikki?
I would think to get something overnighted, you would have to take it right to the post office for them. In
No.
my area, I don't know if it's true everywhere else, but in my area, our big post offices, you have to have everything there by 2:50. The Superior one, you have to have it there by 2:15, and the Duluth one, you have to have it there by 3:15 for it to go on today's truck. Otherwise, you don't get overnight. It wouldn't go out until tomorrow.
Oh, Jennifer says, yes, you have to make sure that they put it in the express bin.
Because here, if the postman takes it in, It's not going to get to the office until he gets back after 5 o'clock.
Right. Yeah,
So it would never.
I was told that my local my local post offices do not do express, that I would have to take it to Topeka or Kansas, to St. Joseph,
Yeah.
which is 55 miles
Yeah.
away.
Yeah.
So
Why would you
I
have
do
to
not-
be?
I do not offer that.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Why would you have to be responsible for doing that?
I don't know, because they don't offer it in this area, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's USPS.
Yep.
Right. But they don't offer that in this area.
Wow.
So
No.
so if they don't offer it in this area, then I can't offer it in this area. Just the way it goes.
Yep. Yeah. See, hers is 3 p.m. of her local office, 8 p.m. if she goes to her regional. So yeah. I mean, if you're shipping stuff out, I mean, like sometimes if I'm like it's the weekend
Mhm.
and things aren't shipping out until Monday. Now they've waited the whole weekend for their shit to be shipped out. So I make sure to drop it off at the post office before the 3:15 deadline so that it gets on the truck today, or
Right.
that day, just so that it's in motion, just because I think they've waited long enough because they waited the weekend, you know.
Mhm.
Because otherwise it ain't going to go out until the Tuesday night truck, you know. So you should be mindful of that in your area. If you don't know that, you should be mindful of that stuff when you have your postman pick it up, it may not get on that truck that night.
Right.
I mean, unless you live by a hub, you know. I mean, if you live in a major city, probably at the hub, you know, there's a hub there, so that you probably wouldn't have that issue, but
Yeah, I mean, I didn't I didn't know that about, the express here. And so it was a
yeah.
good thing that I found out, you know.
Yeah, and
I
I
didn't
didn't know that post offices didn't have express either. I thought any post office would be okay.
Right.
I never knew that.
Yeah, I would think they would have to do it because of it being the United States Postal Service.
Right. I don't know.
Yeah, until
I
you
know.
said something, Valerie, I didn't know
I
that
guess
there were
not.
post offices that didn't do it.
Yeah.
Because even in my little rinky-dink office here in Poplar, I can send out.
Yeah.
It just has to be there by 1 to be out on the truck today.
Right.
Yeah, and I know I've sent stuff express before too and never had a problem.
Jennifer says a lot of offices don't offer it because it's a special truck that comes and gets it. It doesn't go with the regular mail truck from the post office. And Charles says we don't have USPS Express here either.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's probably just a truck that doesn't come in this area, and so they can't pick it up.
Thanks for the thumbs
Thank you,
up.
Charles. Have a great
There's 20
day.
people watching and only 13 thumbs up. Come on, people.
Bye, Charles.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
Get it.
Get it.
We need a shirt. If any of y'all do any merch and you can make a shirt, we need a Get It shirt.
You can't make any shirts right now.
Why?
Because of
I
the
was going to make one for
Q4?
you yesterday. During the Christmas season, you can't upload any shirts.
Really?
Oh.
designs, yeah.
This should be the season to do that.
Unless you're like a big tier, I suppose. But yeah, right now you can't.
Huh.
Well, I was gonna make you guys one, but it wouldn't let me upload anything. It said right now they're not accepting upload.
Let's see. Well, that sucks.
Because I had that good idea for the shirt I told you yesterday about, but and you're like, well, I'm not going to do it. So I thought, well, I might as well do it for her then.
Yeah. I really don't have time to do anything like that.
You just tell your daughters to get on it.
I told Tina about it. Because, well, Tina and Julie, for that matter, I mean, they're both very artistic and,
Mm-hmm.
My daughter has a shirt design ready for List It or Ditch It.
Oh, cool.
We had an aunt and uncle that used to live in Wichita.
Yep. Last name was Pence. Like the vice president. Pence. I couldn't tell you where they lived. There's still some Pences there, though.
Yeah. But they're not Pence, are they? Are they married?
Well, Greg should be Pence.
Oh.
They did have one boy.
Okay.
And then there's Susie and Sandy, but I don't know if they're Pence or not. I don't even know. I don't know nothing about them anymore, so.
Yeah. But we did find out that Sassy knows our cousin who lives in Huntsville, Alabama.
Yeah.
Which is neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, because Huntsville ain't a small town.
Huh?
Huntsville ain't a small town.
No.
Well, that's like, look at Tracy. She sent a package to my brother's old house.
Right.
Oh, wow.
It's kind of getting scary. It's a small world after all.
Hank says, dang, we could have made y'all each one. We got a screen printing set up. He loves doing that stuff. Awesome.
Oh, wow.
That'd be great, Hank.
There you go. And my daughter explained to me how she had the shirt, but I don't know if she's actually drawn it out yet, but I know she has a plan.
That's cool.
Yeah, I told Valerie yours should be the Daily Picker Hustle on the front. And then on the back it should say get it.
I want it to say get it on the front though.
Oh. Okay. Look it around.
Or I kind of thought maybe cha-ching in like parentheses in small letters, and then get it big like capital letters underneath that. I don't know.
Nikki, maybe it's your merch account. I can upload on mine. I heard somebody else can't upload either.
Huh.
Maybe it's just new people. I don't know.
Mailman's
Oh, there you go, Jennifer. Get uploading. There's your project for today.
Yeah. As if you don't have anything else to do, right?
I know. Let's make more work for ourselves.
So yeah, I think we'll do another. Sally, does that sound good to you? Are you going to be up all day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she
I
slept
think
on me last night.
we'll do another like a listing party this afternoon, maybe 1. That sound good to you?
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good to me. Need to get our listing on.
Yeah, that would be a good idea to put get it and then cha-ching in parentheses.
Mm-hmm. Or have like a cash register, and then like, I don't know, like cha-ching over at the side. I don't know, something like that. Or dollar bill signs, or dollar signs, I should say.
Yeah.
There's so many things that you could do with the shirt.
Oh, that's exactly what I was going to say. There's so much stuff you could do with it.
But you probably don't want to put it all on one shirt, because then that'd be
Mhm.
way too busy. Cha-ching, get it? Yeah. So, oh, excuse me. I hope everybody has a good day. We'll be back around 1, and we'll do another listing party today.
Okay.
I hope everybody has a great day. Get some stuff listed, and we'll be back.
Get
Here in
those
a little bit.
sales. Get it.
Yeah. So everybody have a good one. We'll see you later. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.